These Hey, welcome back, everyone. Talking to my friends here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's my people here, and hoping my friend Reverend Dave joins us to talk about addiction to whiteness. Hopefully, everything pans out, and if not, hey, geeks. I haven't pronounced your name. I'm just gonna say Miss Louise. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Hey, people on Instagram fam, what's popping? Y'all doing all right over there? I am just chilling, waiting to see if my friend is going to join us on this live. And if not, I'm going to end the live in like 5 minutes because I have a live scheduled for 7 p.m. So let's talk about my day, and I'd love to hear about your day. So my day today, I got to facilitate direct, compassionate communication with Mitzi and Jen. If you don't know what direct, compassionate communication is, it is the practice that we grew out of nonviolent communication. So our community and collective for about 8 years, we've been nonviolent communication practitioners, and we've used nonviolent communication as a tool to communicate in liberation spaces. And what we found was the notion of nonviolent communication may be rooted in biases and bias around what people think nonviolence really stands for. And also, it was feeling very stale and robotic. And so, when you have a Black Indigenous woman and a Mexican Indigenous woman, like this is not working, we shift. And so now we do direct, compassionate communication. And it is a practice that is direct, compassionate, relational, reparative, and communicative. So super excited that we did that today. That was really, really fun. During my calls, again, I make bracelets. And what these do is they help me stay off the internet and stay off doom scrolling. And so you all know I'm going to be making 3,000 bracelets for the Heal Your Way Forward campaign. Thank you all for getting orders of the book. These are actually, I'm going to redo this one, but I'm not. These are actually the bracelets that come with the signed copies of Heal Your Way Forward. I'm super excited. I'll be able to put an order in on Monday. So by next Monday, I'll be able to share how many books we've ordered and get ready to start just shipping things out. I wanted to wait until the end of the campaign, but I think we should just ship them as we get them. That'll keep the motivation going. And it's part of my two-a-days that I'm doing here on Instagram. So let's see. Well, I hope Reverend Dave Alexander is okay. I hope he's all right, and I hope he's safe. I know there's new breaking news that just came out, and you might be here because you think I'm going to talk about the breaking news. And I don't want to dysregulate your nervous system any more than the regular traditional media has. So I will say this. If you saw the breaking news out of Utah about Charlie Kirk, I'm just breathing through it. Hey, Rachel, how are you? I'm feeling, thank you for asking. I'm feeling real good. Rachel's over on Instagram just asking how I'm doing. I appreciate you. I'm feeling all right. I'm showing up every day, 2-3 times a day to get back in practice of what it means to show up and what it means to really heal my way forward out loud. But yes, there was some things that happened overseas or actually here in America. And so again, if you're tuning in because you want me to break that news, I don't want to break your nervous system because it's already a lot going on. There are some implications because of what happened. And again, I don't want to dysregulate your nervous system. I can tell that I am growing as a facilitator, that I just know, no, it happened. And what we do is we prepare for collective care and collective community. So when I think of things that happen, I start to think, well, who are co-conspirators in Utah? And do they have what they need to be supported? And when I think of co-conspirators, I think of Black, Indigenous, bodies of culture, and white folks who may be on the front lines of what happened. And that's all I want to say about that today. I'll revisit it tomorrow. One of my practices that I like to do is that when there's breaking news, I like to give myself 24 hours before I react or respond to it. I used to like come online and like talk about it. Long COVID will teach you a lot about your body and about caring for yourself. And so I have to prioritize self care and collective care over wanting to be popular and trendy. That's really what it is. There's enough breaking news for me to be the voice of let's just take a breath. If you haven't drinking any water, go drink you a glass of water. You feel me? And if you are someone who wants to engage and be active and you do that too, you have permission to be whatever you want. I think one of the other things that I'm learning to do in the social justice industrial complex is I'm not a part of it, and I have no interest in it. I really want people to reclaim their humanity, and that first starts when we can settle into our bodies and recognize that we are living a deep human experience with a plethora of emotions. And our job is to face our feelings and feel them so we can do something about them and not dwell on them to the point that we're ruminating, and we know where that can take us. And if you don't know, I will say rumination can lead to depression, anxiety, and other ways that impact our bodies, that dysregulate our nervous system. So I have not heard from Reverend Dave, so I am going to suspend this live for today. And I am going to bring it back next week. I'm going to ask a member of the collective, hey, Avia, member of the collective, to join me next Wednesday to talk about addiction whiteness, because this is a series and we're going to keep it going. So I appreciate y'all for joining me on this live. I hope your hearts are okay.